Hello, editing tip here. Apologies for the lack of pod last week. It's been kind of crazy over here in Says Who Podcast Land. Basically, at varying stages, both Kat and I were really ill. You can hear in this episode just how ill Kat was. When we recorded this, she'd just come down with a sinus infection. So yeah, it's just meant that we haven't really been able to record. But hopefully things now will be back to regularly scheduled programming. Also, I don't think I actually said in the recording for this, but the reason we were looking at this episode in particular is because on the 24th of August, it is the anniversary of the Vesuvius eruption, and on the 26th of August is the anniversary of the Krakatoa eruption. So some volcanic anniversaries, because I like to put in a slightly tenuous link to relate back to an episode. It doesn't really matter. You don't really care. I'm rambling. You don't want to listen to me. You want to listen to past me and past sick Cat talk about the fires of Pompeii. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Says Who Podcast with Cat and Tip.
Hello.
A very sick cat this week.
We might have to put me down.
We might, yes. A little. I can't afford your vet bills, so it will be just a quick trip outside and a shotgun to the back of the head, I'm afraid.
Why did my doctor give me that as an option before he gave me antibiotics?
Yeah, cat's pretty ill. Feeling a little bit under the weather. But she's trooping on.
Mm-hmm.
She's soldiering through. And we're gonna talk about some Docu Who.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did binge watch 6 episodes of Doctor Who while I haven't been very well.
Nice.
This was yesterday. Because I watched Partners in Crime the other day,
Mm-hmm.
skipped this episode that we're going to talk about today, and then watched from episode 3 all the way past The Unicorn and the Wasp.
Okay. So did you skip this episode because you'd watched it for this?
No, I knew I had to watch it, so I thought I'd watch all the good ones first.
Well, we're coming back around to that statement.
No, I needed to give The Doctor's Daughter another chance. And now I'm over my one-sided feud with Georgia for dating David Tennant.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Because, like, for my whole childhood, I was just not, very happy about it. But now I'm an adult, and I rewatched it, I was like...
You sure?
No, because I love their relationship now. Because I'm not a teenager. I really enjoyed the episode, and I was like, oh no, this is actually really good, I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Mm.
So there you go.
We'll do The Doctor's Daughter at some point.
Yeah, because do you know what's funny? The fact that we had a whole shooty season about daughters and stuff, and Jenny wasn't mentioned once. And she does have audio adventures and stuff. Like, I thought it should be a mention.
Yeah.
I know she's not, like, daughter, but she was a Time Lord. And although she didn't regenerate, she did, come back to life.
And it's not like... Because my first reaction when you said that was like, maybe that'd be a little bit, like, too deep lore reference heavy, fan wank. And then remembered the rest of the era, yeah.
Can you not remember Sutek and Omega and the Rani and the Delta Wave from Series 1? And...
Not really. It's all kind of... The cat did just have a coughing fit. Although, she very sassily, like, flipped her cuddly toy that she's currently lay with under a blanket with a pillow. Just...
My emotional support cow.
Yeah, emotional support cow. And I'm looking forward to hearing
what Mr.
Movie's thoughts on the fires of Pompeii. Before we get into that, have we had any news?
Yeah. Russell T Davies did an interview the other day. Did you see it?
No.
Neither did I, but I got cliff notes off Twitter.
Well, I should point out we're again recording a little bit out of order, timey-wimey business and stuff. So this probably isn't going to come out till the end of August. So this might be old news by this point.
Oh.
But
What was the interview?
To be fair, it's probably old news now because it's not like that interesting. It was just
Oh.
it was just a confirmation from Russell saying there's not going to be any Doctor Who for at least over 12 months.
Yeah.
Which we already knew, but he just confirmed it.
Yeah. I think it's probably sensible at this point to be...
I think we'll come crashing back for the Christmas episode next year.
For like a Christmas special
next year.
Christmas.
Yeah.
26, yeah.
I think that's like my prediction. I think they'll get an answer, start filming June, July time as they do. Get a Christmas episode out, and then while the Christmas episode's in editing, they'll start doing... Like, I'm sure he's already written what he'd do for Series 3 now. So, I mean, they'll get production up next year, ready for spring next 2027.
Yeah. You could very well be right.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll watch this space.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think anything else really is going on.
I'm making a crochet blanket using Doctor Who yarns.
Kat's making a crochet blanket, yeah.
That's pretty big news.
It is pretty big news. I don't know how they've not... how Doctor Who Twitter's kept quiet about it,
Yeah,
to be honest. Yeah, well, that's the news covered. We'll get into the bulk of it before Kat literally expires. It is Volcano Day in your nose.
Oh, it is. It is. I was going to say at least it's just my nose, but that's just not okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Please, we have a guest. Mr.
Mr.
Bowie does not need to hear this. So, let's start up top, as we often do. What are your general thoughts? Although I've somewhat gathered what they are from...
My favourite thing about this episode... No, I've got three favourite things. No, maybe 4.
Jesus Christ.
But the number one of my favourite things to come from this episode is that David Tennant picture in his deck chair.
Yeah.
That was my iPad, iPod, and phone screen for so long.
You're just flexing how many gadgets you had.
No, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. On everything imaginable, David Tennant there with his legs over with his sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Work of art.
She just did a little chef's kiss.
I did.
Motion.
It's probably one of my favourite photos of David Tennant.
I feel like for anyone that doesn't know what you're talking about, I will... can you schedule a tweet to go out with the photo in question?
Yeah.
Around the time this episode goes out, just so everyone can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool photo.
I remember when I first got my laptop and I started doing my Doctor Who quizzes on it, as you know.
Yeah.
I started making Doctor Who quiz PowerPoints, and and a lot of the edits that went on there were that picture of David Tennant.
Yeah.
That, and it was like a photo collage, and then it was a picture of me next to it.
What do you mean?
So, like, on the left-hand side, I took a picture on my laptop of, like, me sat there posing, and then I put my picture next to his in a collage.
This is incredible.
I put it as the PowerPoint presentation opening picture for Doctor Who quiz. And then, like, you know, when you click on it and, like, little bits come up, there was, like, a love heart and then, like, Doctor Who.
Oh, my
and,
God.
Like, and then you'd click on it again and it'd be slide 1, question 1. And then I did loads. I did one of me and him back to back, but I didn't know how to edit because I'm not techie, am I? So I just collaged a picture of me and him back to back. Like, standing.
This is... the bet I need.
I will never release it. I will never
release the files.
My laptop is here.
How many likes?
Yeah. How many views on this podcast? And I'll release the quiz. The 10-year-old me making Doctor Who quiz. I'll release the quizzes.
So that's your first favourite thing.
That's my first favourite thing. Second favourite thing, Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. The legend that is
Peter. Love it. Even though the little bit of ash lands on his nose. and it really bothers me. Is
I don't think you can fault the actor for that.
This isn't on him. What I'm trying to say is, like, you know, David Tennant's wispy hair in Doomsday, how that really, like, makes me want to rip my skin off. That little bit of ash that gets stuck on his nose as the wind's going. That really pisses me off as well. It just really bugs me.
Sure.
Like, you can do anything about it, and it's just a shame because it's a really emotional scene. And David Tennant's like, "Come with me," and he's there like, oh. And there's just a bit of ash stuck in his nose.
Nozzle.
It's just a bit annoying. Anyway, third favourite thing, Donna.
Yeah.
But we'll go into that. Fourth favourite thing, like it's like a good episode. I wouldn't say it's bad.
So your fourth favourite thing about the episode.
I just threw up in my mouth.
You alright?
Yeah.
Can we keep that? So your fourth favourite thing about about the episode is that it's a good episode.
Oh yeah.
So, okay.
I'm medicated.
Just before, we should point out, like, literally just before we started recording, Kat took some antibiotics, so we'll see how this goes. Again, literally just before I clicked record, and I said, right, let's talk about some fires of Pompeii, you sort of went, yeah.
It's just one that I skip because, like, it doesn't, like...
You described it as mid.
On an entertainment level, it's mid. Because it just rumbles through. The clocks turn. But... Oh, is it the cogs turn?
The clocks turn, yeah. But the clocks do turn.
Exactly,
also.
so I'm not 100% wrong. The cogs turn.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the thing. Wait, of course. It's mid because the cogs turn and it just kind of... The story goes along. Like, alright. It's really good because the acting and some of the emotional stuff in there is brilliant. And, like, some, like, representation-y bits in there I really enjoy. But it's just one that I wouldn't go, oh, you know what, I'm going to put on some Fires of Pompeii.
See...
Whereas Sontaran Stratagem, Poison Sky, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, I want to put that on. Or, like, Turn Left, I'll go and put you on. Do you know what?
We're not coming back to Turn Left. See, it's funny you say that because when I look back, I kind of think, oh, Fires of Pompeii is a good episode.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have much necessarily much nostalgia for it. But on this rewatch, I was like, this is so much fun. Like, I'm really enjoying this.
How are you having fun?
No, not in the big, like, massive devastation,
I was gonna say,
like, bits.
everyone dies.
You have fun watching Turn Left. You can shut your face. But, like, in the Doctor and Donna, like, milling about the market, all the little Latin jokes.
Yeah.
Like, the Doctor's relationship with Quintus and Donna's with Evelina and the whole, like, I just think there's a lot in there that I'm like, I'm actually really enjoying this. Like, really, really enjoying it.
Do you want to know something funny?
Go on.
When I was little, I connected dots that didn't exist.
You do now?
No, but I feel like I wouldn't make this much of a mistake because I did when I was younger.
Go on.
So, do you know what? And do you know what's funny? Considering I didn't know David Tennant was going to regenerate, a lot of episodes I thought he was going to regenerate.
Did you just constantly think that they were going to...
So, you know the pyrophile?
Yeah.
You know, like when she screams, pyrophile?
Yeah.
I saw that in the Next Time trailer, I think. And I linked to that David Tennant's I don't know in the Christmas Invasion. And I turned to my uncle midweek and went...
Midweek? I'd stewed on it for a while. But,
I had, because I had watched it on the Saturday, thought about it, and spoke to him about it on the Wednesday.
Uncle, I've had these thoughts percolating.
Oh, no, I must have been 10. Yeah, because this was 2008. Yeah, and I was born in 98, so I was about 10. And I turned round to him and was like, have you seen the Next Time trailer of Doctor Who? And he went, no. And I went, well, David Tennant, well, I didn't say David Tennant, but I went, the 10th Doctor, he's regenerating. And he went, is he? And I went, yes, because there's a scene where he's laid in a bed and screams, because I didn't know what she said, pyrophile. And I was like, and in the episode The Christmas Invasion, he screams, I don't know. And he was like,
Wow.
oh, okay. And in my 10-year-old brain, that connection meant that the pyrophile creature-y thing, stone thing, was David Tennant, was the 10th Doctor regenerating.
That is like
A leap.
Yeah, like like usually when you like tell me stories like that, I sort of go, "That's funny. I can kind of understand how you got there." No clue.
It sounds the same.
You
Listen
saw
back.
a woman,
Yeah,
made,
but
like with these prosthetics to make her look
like a rock.
like a rock, screaming in a demonic voice, and went, David Tennant screamed once.
I don't know. Pyrovile.
Okay, right. So we got the same like syllabic like.
I don't know. Pyrophile. I was like, regeneration.
Of course, obviously. Well. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with this episode. Yeah, really, really, really enjoyed it. To the point where to hear you say you were like, yeah, it's all right. I felt a little pained by it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It is. I just think it's all right. Like I think like, it's just not really my cup of tea.
That's fair enough. And some episodes aren't.
Your cup of tea.
I feel similarly about Planet of the Ood.
Oh, absolutely get in the bin.
I recognise that Planet of the Ood is good. I just don't vibe with it.
How?
I don't know. It's just never...
That's kind of like how I feel with this. Like, I can recognise it is good, but I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But
Planet of the Ood's really good.
So...
It makes me cry.
Fires of Pompeii.
Mm.
Let's attempt to start at the beginning and we'll work our way through. So, the Doctor and Donna step out of the TARDIS. Ancient Rome.
Yeah.
And we get all of them just walking through the market. I love all of that.
Yeah, so do I. I like when she references her dad and the...
Yeah, that's a really nice moment. Obviously...
Oh, and then when they're like, oh, he thinks you sound Welsh.
Yeah. Welsh. He means Welsh.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. And also it feels like such a Donna thing to be like, when learning about the translation circuits, to be like, not picking holes in it, but going, well, how about that?
Yeah.
And I love that he's like...
Challenges it type of thing.
Yeah, and I look, and obviously it's something that the show's never thought of before up until this point. But by that extent, the Doctor's never thought about it before. So I love him kind of being...
Just doesn't get questioned,
he's sort of slightly bemused, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Try it. Like,
me no speak Celtic.
And I do love. I know that some people are like, I was going to say take umbrage, but I don't think that's probably too strong a phrase to use. But like, the whole thing of the market stall holder is this East End Del Boy type, and that the family are, I mean, one of them looks slightly sort of, Italian. The rest are very white.
Who looks Italian?
Quintus.
The kid?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I think so. I think Quintus looks like he's been with that Italian sun in the sky. Look how tanned he is.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever really
He's
looked
got,
at an
like...
Italian person before.
I don't think I've ever looked at an Italian person before.
Like, and registered that they're Italian? To make a difference? There's not a difference.
Well, if you're under that sun in Rome,
Oh, that's what you mean by sun. I was getting confused.
yeah, the like the big ball of fire in the sky. Yeah, he's got like lovely, like almost like olive skin, whereas obviously Capaldi is pale as can be, being a Scot.
Yeah.
And then to be fair, Evelina, like even before they put the like ill makeup on her, like she's quite pasty. Also, I'm not discriminating against these people and paleness. By the way, I myself am Irish, so I can't talk.
I love it when you refer to yourself to Irish and then have your Birmingham accent.
I don't have a Birmingham accent, really.
No, but I know what your accent is.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, and all of the stuff that like they act like a modern family. You know, you've got the son's hungover, and the brother and sister sort of bicker and all of that sort of stuff, and it doesn't feel very like authentic to the period.
Right.
But I really like all of that. I just think it's fun. Like, it's not trying to be authentic to this. It's not looking and saying this is how they acted. It's like, no, obviously not. Like,
yeah.
And
there also isn't giant rock people.
Exactly.
In the
and it's a bit of the fun before the
travesty.
Yeah, like it's quite a dark story. But yeah, I really love the it feels like there's like a proper energy and like sort of life to this setting and everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that comes from the fact that all those exterior scenes they shot in Italy.
Where the famous photo is from?
Where the famous photo was from. But you can kind of feel it. It feels different.
Yeah.
And although it is still a set,
it doesn't feel like Cardiff.
It doesn't feel like Cardiff, yeah. Yeah, they didn't just hope for one sunny day and just put some tint on the post production. Yeah, it feels fresh, and I think a lot of that is just the setting, but all of the performances are like really on point, and there's a really nice.
I can't fault any of the acting. No,
I think even the smaller sort of bit roles.
Yeah.
I think are great. The direction I think is good. I'll talk a little bit about that in a bit. Yeah, just I think a lot of people when talking about this story, obviously the main thing that people talk about is the
Amy Pond's reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. Karen Gillan hiding in a corner.
Yeah.
Talk about the main thrust of the narrative and the sort of the themes of it. But yeah, something I was pleasantly surprised by, I think, was just how
it does look really good. But I think season 4 as a whole looks really good.
Looks good, but also just feels good, bouncy and quite fun.
Okay.
And like a lot of that I think is
but a lot of series 3 was heavy, so in comparison as well, following it.
Yeah, I think so, but I think there's a lot of elements of that kind of bounce and fun and adventure and stuff with series 3 as well. I think primarily that all comes from the Doctor and Donna.
Yeah, their dynamic.
And Catherine Tate and David Tennant together.
Yeah.
Just
explosive.
Yeah, it's
like the volcano.
Volcanic. Yeah, they're so good. They're so good, and they have this like real chemistry that I almost kind of forgot when watching that this is her first trip.
Yeah.
Obviously it's her like third story, but it's her first trip in the TARDIS really. I really believe her when she's walking out and being like, "Oh my god, this is like," and
Yeah.
like, and that
Energy.
moment where they have their
excitement,
little
yeah.
hug, and she's like, "Oh, thank you," like, yeah, and then immediately starts going, "Hold on, you having me on? We in Epcot?"
Yeah,
like,
that was funny. Yeah.
their dynamic is brilliant.
Yeah.
I never bore of it.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch. It feels effortless.
Yeah.
And I think that's testament to the writing and also just those performers.
Yeah.
Because they just bounce off each other.
I really like the scene with, rock arm guy.
Rock arm guy.
What's he
Lucius.
called? Lucius. And the Doctor, when they start saying pretty things to each other.
Oh, and they have their little wit off.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
I like that.
That's
one of my favourite scenes out of all. Oh, and when they're about to sacrifice Donna. And he's like, "No, just us girls."
Yeah, I like Tennant is really on form in this one, and I know he's always always good.
Series 4 is his strongest Doctor series.
Yeah, I really
same
think
with his hair.
He's properly found his feet.
Oh yeah, that hair and those sideburns. His sideburns are sideburning.
I believe this is the second time you've brought up his hair in this story on this podcast.
I love his Series 4 hair.
No, but specifically his hair in this episode.
Yeah. His hair's the best it's ever been in this episode.
It does look good.
If you go David Tennant, best hair go, Flies Pompeii. Easy. Easy.
Well, I agree that it does look great. But also, it feels like he's really sort of not comfortable, because that makes it sound like he wasn't before, but...
Does he know he's leaving at this point? He would have. Is he just making the most of it, do you think?
I don't know.
Or was it after...
So it wasn't announced...
No, but did he...
that he was leaving. I don't know if he would have.
But...
Well, it was maybe sort of,
Yeah.
sort of in the back of his mind. Because I don't know if they'd said by this point, but definitely by sort of when Series 4 had ended, they said, we're not doing a series next year, it's going to be specials.
Right.
Because I think it was around the time that obviously he was doing Hamlet. So I think it was kind of known that he was sort of taking a little bit of a, not a break, but,
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe he kind of knew. But I think it's the same with Capaldi. Like, I think by his third season, he has...
No.
What's that?
He found his feet halfway through Series 8. Like, he was, like, on performance from mid-Series 8 onwards.
I'm not saying his performance was bad.
No, I'm not saying David Tennant's performance is bad either.
No, but I think he found... And also with the writing, I think Series 10 is where they found, okay, this is this Doctor. I feel like Series 8 and Series 9... No, I'm not saying he's like poorly characterized or anything like that, but I feel like generally Series 8 they go maybe a little bit too grumpy and too standoffish and like, then Series 9 they kind of backtrack and swing maybe a little bit too far the other way when he's sort of being a bit more Matt Smith and goofy and he's playing a guitar on a tank and his...
Fuck yeah, because he's...
And his shades are Sonic and, all of that. And then Series 10, I feel like when you give him that sort of... Professor sort of slightly,
You're just ageist.
Cool uncle.
You're just ageist.
Shut up.
I'm joking.
That's Series 10 Capaldi is my favourite Capaldi.
Okay.
That's what I mean. The same as Series 4 Tennant is my favourite Tennant.
Yeah, Series 4 Tennant's my favourite Tennant too.
And it also, I feel like character-wise, it feels like he's kind of free of some of that baggage, you know?
Yeah, well, he has fun with Donna, doesn't he? Because he doesn't have to worry about any kind of romance or...
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
think also all the way through series 3, when he meets Martha,
He's pining for Rose.
he's not ready for, you know.
Martha.
Yeah, he's not ready to sort of travel with anyone else, especially not someone that's got sort of romantic feelings towards him. So
Yeah.
I think that kind of not weighs him down, but like for the character, that's still very much,
Yeah.
you know. And I think he's not gotten over Rose, but like by this point, he's not
moving on, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting on with his life.
Yeah, because he can't do anything about it. So
exactly, and Donna comes in, and it's just two mates knocking about having fun.
I've got a sneeze.
Oh, Kat's waiting for a sneeze. I genuinely thought you were like getting ready to vomit on the floor. I was like,
Should we move you? No, I don't know if this sneeze. I don't want it halfway through a sentence and I just go.
That's fine. People know you're ill now. It's less editing for me, so. I think he's really, really good. He's got a fun energy about him.
Yeah.
Feels light and bouncy, and
he's just arrogant.
I think. See, that's what I think it is. I think there's a lot of that arrogance in there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel.
I'm not saying but not in like a arrogant in like a negative way, but it is his. You can see
cockiness.
It's his Time Lord Victorious arc, isn't it? Not as in like he's like, how can I say it? Like, it's a very steady build to get to where he is. He's getting very confident, very cocky, very showman.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting that his morals here and him being so like steadfast on the opposite outcome, like on maintaining history.
We're talking about. I don't mean all of that to this episode. I thought we were still series 4 generalizing.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I thought we were series 4 generalizing.
Oh,
I thought we were still talking about his character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But no, I think
it's
it's a good point, because I think there is a lot. He does have a lot of like arrogance and that showmanship, like you were saying. I think a lot of that is in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's interesting that here, that kind of I am this sort of timeless god.
Yeah.
And I see the universe differently, and all of that.
Yeah.
All of that's in here, and he's fighting to preserve history. And he's saying, because it needs to happen, this is what needs to.
Yeah.
And then come Waters of Mars, which is like, what, like maybe 10 stories later, he's got that same, I need to do this.
Yeah.
And just goes, no.
Not this time, yeah.
Yeah, it's that same arrogance and I'm a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a real ego and all of that. But I think it's interesting that both times it's sort of played that he's kind of in the wrong.
Yeah.
In these separate stories, you know. But yeah, I think that's I really like the first sort of confrontation he has with Donna about it and she's just, I love how Donna's immediately gone, so we're going to save everyone.
Yeah.
Like there's no sort of question.
No, that's what they do. That's what her perception of him is. He comes in and he saves people.
Exactly. This like massive historical tragedy.
Yeah. It's Volcano Day. Oh, okay, well, you're the Doctor, so you're just going to get everyone in your TARDIS and we're just going to go.
Yeah, and it's the fact that they, when she runs around, she's like, okay, yeah, so I found this like temple thing. Like, if, they must have like a bell and we can try it. And he's like, what are you on about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about a bell for?
Yeah. It's just like, well, we've got to warn them.
Well, we're going to warn them, aren't we? And he's like, no.
That's not how it works, yeah.
Yeah, and immediately she's sort of on the back foot and like, well, what do you mean? Why?
Yeah.
And he's not going, well, see, the web of time is the, you know.
Yeah.
and he sort of just goes, "No, it's not how it works." Which I think it's interesting because they can have that kind of debate. I think it's testament to their relationship, because it's still fairly early doors. They still feel like, oh, they know each other so well and they're really friendly. But also when this little clash happens, you're like, no, you can completely see where they're both coming from.
Yeah.
And the fact that he sort of doesn't necessarily sit her down to explain, look, I understand, but this is why I can't,
This is a
and
fixed point,
and just sort of goes, no, TARDIS Time Lord, yeah. And he
What a
immediately
hero.
switches on the, no, I'm in charge, like, shut up, come on. And she has so many great, like I love that bit when they're in the Caecilius home and she's trying to drop hints about the volcano.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, like, come on. And she's like, I don't know what kids you've been travelling with, but you're telling me to shut up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And you go, this is such a good...
It's different, isn't it?
It's so different from what's come before. Because she, and I think Donna generally... I think people, maybe not so much now, but there was a bit of like, oh, she's like the funny one. Oh, she's bullshit. Oh, she's gobby. She's this,
Donna's
she's that.
Donna's extremely layered character.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's really cleverly done.
Yeah.
And really, it's a really nuanced performance from Catherine Tate in those moments where she does have, where that vulnerability is visible.
Yeah.
But I think that vulnerability is always there.
Oh, yeah.
And that...
It shines through in a different way.
Yeah. And it's just that sort of surface, almost kind of masking.
Yeah.
And they kind of dive into that a bit more.
They do that in Journey's End, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
With
yeah.
the doctors.
Really, really nice. And that you have that kind of ongoing debate between them. I like that she doesn't listen to him and kind of trusts her own gut.
And she's going to try and warn as many people as she can in the words that she can use.
Because obviously she talks to Evelina, doesn't she?
Oh, what did she say? Which is it Evelina, which is like, that big volcano on your doorstep? And they're like, what? That's with Evelina, isn't it?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Family. And then he's like, they haven't got a word for volcano yet because it hasn't happened. He hasn't erupted yet.
Yeah, which is
like
such
all those beats.
Such a lovely idea.
Yeah.
Or, well, not lovely, but like...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because why would they have a word for something that hasn't happened?
Yeah.
Throughout, it does feel like this pivotal moment. You can feel the stakes.
Yeah.
I think. And obviously we've been introduced to, throughout the series, like the importance of times in flux or fixed points and all of this, and Gallifrey being one, and the Time War, and Father's Day is obviously like a big sort of example of what happens when you start messing with time in this sort of universe.
Yeah.
But it does feel it feels big. It feels big.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're in the Caecilius house.
No, I love it when it's like the doctor's like, "Have you seen my TARDIS?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, sold it." Why should you do that?
Sold it, didn't I?
Yeah, I love
it. I love how like unapologetically Delboy he is.
Yeah.
And also, I found in that first market stall scene rather.
Yeah.
I think your illness is catching. And I noticed it a few times throughout. Is it me, or does Catherine Tate sound more Cockney in this one?
Yeah, I can't use my brain right now to reflect back.
I don't know. There were a few lines where it felt like really EastEnders.
Did it?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know.
Maybe I've just not seen Donna in a while.
Maybe.
Yeah. So the whole Spartacus thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're married. No, we're not married. Oh, brother and sister. Oh, yeah,
I see the resemblance. Yeah.
Do we? But just all of their comedic timing.
Yeah.
And also Peter bloody Capaldi, man.
Oh, he's brilliant in it, isn't
He's so good. And like, I love it's a really like understated bit, but like his sort of like mild panic when the doctor's like, oh yeah, I'm a marble inspector,
he? Yeah.
and he's sort of like, oh, like, he just seems like such a real person, like a real character.
Yeah.
And I interestingly, so I watched this episode last night.
Yeah.
I finished watching Torchwood Children of Earth with my mum, because when I saw my mum the other day, I was like, oh, I'm gonna rewatch this. I think it was Harbo's video on it made me go, oh, I've not seen that in a couple of years. Like, that was really good. I'm gonna put it on. And I was like, actually, I reckon Mum would like this.
Yeah.
So when I saw her, I was like, oh, do you fancy this? And we put it on, and then we watched the last 2 episodes last night.
What was her reaction?
She really loved it.
Yeah.
Really, really loved it. But I've had double Peter Capaldi
Yeah.
not playing the Doctor
in Doctor Who.
in Doctor Who. And also 2 kind of pretty bleak episodes.
I was going to say, you just come off Children of Earth.
And dived straight into the absolute barrel of laughs that is...
Fires of Pompeii.
But yeah, Peter Capaldi, amazing.
He's
and
just
relatively small role. I think, because Gillis isn't in it all that much.
No.
You get the first scene when they go into the house, a little bit of conversation between him and the Doctor, then when they come back into the house to throw water over the pyrovile. And then after that, I don't think we really see them again. Until the ending. But he feels like such a big part of it.
And I think Peter Capaldi.
I think it's because it's Peter Capaldi.
He definitely Colin Bakered.
Yeah.
He Colin Bakered so hard.
Yeah. Just I'm gonna rock up in the show.
I'm gonna be
a small part,
a side character, but I'm gonna steal the show.
Memorable as anything.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have me back
as the
main
Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, he's brilliant.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, can you just stop acting so well, because
can you just tone it down a bit?
Because you're not the main character.
But there's so many like lovely little throwaway lines, like all of the Latin jokes.
Yeah.
Like the TK Maximus.
Yeah.
That always makes me laugh every time I see a TK Max.
Yeah.
I hear
TK
Maximus. Oh, when they're talking about the TARDIS, and the Doctor's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to, because that's wood, really." And he's like, "Oh, but I only bought it today." And he's like, "Oh, caveat emptor." Like it's so.
What?
So it's like a legal phrase, but it's in Latin. But it basically just means that the responsibility to check that what you're buying is legit falls down to the person that's buying it. Don't worry about it. And then, obviously, as we've established, when you actually speak Latin, oh, you're Celtic.
Oh, yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Like, beautiful. So good. That's what I mean when I say it feels fun. And then we get dark.
That's when she starts coming out and being all soothsayery in it.
Yeah.
I love all of that.
I really like that.
It's just so, like, the dialogue is beautiful.
It really sings,
lyrical,
doesn't it? Yeah.
It's melodic. It's really nice.
And also, I think the way it's shot, like Colin, all the Dutch angles, and the lighting sort of like dimming and it getting gradually warmer.
It gets warmer because of the fire and all of that. Yeah.
And it feels, you're like, oh, okay. Here
it goes. Yeah.
And the same again, there's some really, really nice just directing choices in this. So when Donna's talking to Evelina and trying to warn her about the volcano.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, and puts her hands over her eyes.
I don't know how many times at school I did draw eyes on my hands and used to do that. Like when we were on the playground, me and my friend used to like play Doctor Who and I'd do that and that's how we talk to each other.
It's
So,
every time it's
Yeah,
a miracle you were diagnosed earlier. Yeah, but and obviously it then goes to like Evelina's sort of like POV shot, even though she's not seeing whatsoever. But Donna's then talking directly to camera, and
Yeah.
then the overlay of the flames coming up, and I don't know, it's just like you didn't need to do that.
yeah.
It feels like there's some
But
really
it's
nice sort of
nice, yeah.
stylistic,
Choices.
really solid direction. I really like the sort of, I say mystery. There's not so much a mystery, but I like the kind of in the Doctor piecing it together with, oh, there's bits of rock in
Yeah.
the vapors, and then the skin condition
Yeah.
and all of that. And then him, I think it's really fun to pair him with Quintus, especially as
I love how he becomes a doctor at the end, and then the
It's-
household gods and all
Yeah,
of that is so
it's
nice
really,
and
really
sweet,
lovely.
isn't it? Yeah.
because you get obviously Quintus is introduced as the sort of rebel teenager. He's been out
Having a
like
few.
drinking wine with the
Yeah.
Catholics some
Yeah.
night at the and and it feels very like bickery and like, oh, shut up,
He's
Dad,
just emotionally immature, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. And I like that, even when the Doctor first approaches him and he's like, Quintus, me old son.
Yeah.
And he's sort of like, oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
whatever.
know.
I don't really care.
And then he
Because my
does the
sister's
little-
the important one. and
He
I'm
does
just...
the little magic trick with the coin behind the ear, just little, and he's, oh, who's this guy? Like,
Yeah.
and I like their sort of dynamic in that, and it's quite short lived because it's only when they break into Lucius's house and they see the carvings and stuff.
Yeah, I like all that. I think the design's really nice. I like the conceptually as well.
Yeah, I think
I think it's really clever. It's really good.
that whole kind of like, I always love when in Doctor Who where they do like sort of technology but made out of a natural sort of substance.
Resources, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit, I mean, very different, but almost like the wooden Cyberman in Time of the Doctor, and like, yeah, I literally looked up and saw the little figurine on your shelf. That's what made me think of it.
Oh, my collection show. You're welcome. But I like how
that kind of
I like it because, and you always assume. Sorry, we're just gonna jump to Time of the Doctor because it's a bit like because
here was I thinking that we probably wouldn't have that many tangents because you were so ill that you wouldn't like want to talk more and go off on one, and you're like, no, Time of the Doctor.
No, well, you just brought it up, but it's just funny how they made a wooden Cyberman, and all of this is to try and like outwit the Doctor and kill the Doctor and whatever, so that they can whatever they want to do on Trenzalore and that, and then they also simultaneously actively forget that they created the wooden Cybermen so that the Sonic wouldn't work, and then I know the Sonic doesn't work, but they forget that that's the whole point. So when he does like say the Sonic's gonna blow you up and then it blows itself up, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to say the Sonic doesn't do wood, but that's the whole point. That's why the wooden Cyberman was created. No, that was the whole purpose.
No, I think it's to get past there's something about them getting past I don't know, there's some kind of like force field thing,
right,
that technology can't get through or something.
All right, I always assumed it was to try and.
But also, my main qualm, and don't get me wrong, it's cool, but like the practicalities of it seem interesting. So you got a Cyberman made of wood.
Yeah.
Why are you giving it a flamethrower? You are asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway, see more of that when we cover Time of the Doctor in about 5 years.
Oh. I like Time of the Doctor.
We'll get around to it at some point. Maybe like next Christmas we'll do
Christmas specials.
a load of Christmas specials. Yeah.
Fine by me. I could talk about A Christmas Carol forever.
Interesting.
No time. I picked up my crochet so that I could stay focused.
Uh-huh.
And then you started talking about Cybermen. And
Sorry, that was my bad.
That's your fault.
But yeah, I really love, because it feels like there's that kind of weird like inconsistency, and it feels like these two things that don't mesh.
But
I
they
always love
even more, yeah.
like medieval robots.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? Like just two things that are like quite futuristic or alien or spacey or whatever, and very much rooted in the past. Like
Yeah.
marble tablets and circuit boards.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just think I think it's fun. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we find out that old Lucius.
The costuming is so clever, because you don't, until he reveals it, you don't even have any kind of glimpse that he's got a stone arm hidden under his drapes, and I really like that, because they do full body shots in that, but your eyes never draw to his arm under his robe.
Yeah, I think because it's such a sort of a natural pose with that kind of clothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just so brilliant.
Yeah, you're never
like
you're
I
never
didn't.
going, why are you showing his
showing
arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think that's fun.
Yeah.
And them having their little run through the street. I think that looks quite cool when you can't see obviously you know that the footsteps are from underground and it's the Pyroval walking underground.
Yeah.
But how it's shot and you
with
get
the shakes.
the shakes and you get the crates falling over and
Yeah.
the chicken, you know.
I love a good chicken in Doctor Who, I really do.
You love a good chicken in Doctor Who? What's your favourite chicken in Doctor Who?
I don't know.
Don't know.
They used multiple chickens before, right? It's not just Fires of Pompeii.
They pop up.
Yeah.
Now and again.
I don't think I have a favourite. I just like having chickens in there.
It said that you just the way you said it was like
Sorry.
you have fond memories of many a chicken in Doctor Who.
I've always wanted chickens.
Right. You'd like seeing your dreams shown on screen.
Yeah, no, I do. I just love birds, really, don't I?
Mm.
When I used to help out at the animal sanctuary, I used to love mucking out the chickens.
That's an odd thing to love.
It was really fun. I love chickens.
Anyway, what do you think of the Pyrovals?
Pyrovals.
Not David Tennant regenerating. I said Pyroviles.
Yeah. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I can't really remember what their purpose is. What are they using the volcanic something to do something or other?
So they're basically planning to live on Earth.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm really cloudy.
That's fine.
I know. Pretend I've never seen it and explain to me what a pyrovol is and what the purpose of this episode was for.
So, because Pyrovilia is one of the planets stolen by Davros.
Oh, yes. And then there was Pyrovilia.
Mm-hmm. Gets stolen, so they're looking for a new place to set up shop.
Right.
They're basically going to re-habitate the Earth.
Okay. And they need it to be hot because they're lava stone men.
They're lava, yeah. And that's when the Doctor's like, oh, this planet's like 70% water.
Yeah.
And
or
he's
is
like,
it
water
80%?
can boil.
Yeah.
All right. Fair point. Yeah.
Calm down. All right.
Can you come with me to Mars in a year's time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think as villains, they're sort of they're run of the mill monster of the week, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's kind of that. Again, it's kind of like what we were saying in Rose. Then they're B plot, really, aren't they?
Yeah. They don't need to be, absolutely.
No.
However, I do really like their design.
Yeah.
Of the full adult pyrovile, the sort of magma, sort of looks like a little bit like a Roman helmet, sort of with the stone. I think that's really cool.
It looks like, and for the people who love, no, I'm not going to go on a tangent, carry on. I was going to bring Barbie Nutcracker in it, and we're not going to do that.
Barbie Nutcracker?
Yeah, in the Barbie and the Nutcracker, there's like this big rock giant thing that they overcome, but we're not going to Just cut all this.
Okay.
Cut.
I won't cut it because I think that's funny.
Don't.
So I have no idea what you're on about there.
No, please.
But yeah, I think they look cool. I think they look quite cool. How do you feel about the Sibylline sisterhood?
I love the Sibylline.
As in, like, the design?
I love the design. I love their costuming. I really like kind of like who they are. I don't know. I do really like them. I think they're really cool.
I think they're a cool sort of like secondary threat.
Yeah.
Or I guess kind
but
of tertiary threat because you've got Lucius.
Yeah.
You got like the Pyrovars, you got Lucius, and then you got the Sisterhood.
I like all of the kind of knowing and the seers. I guess that's what they kind of represent, isn't it?
Yeah, all the prophecies.
I love a prophecy. You know, I love a prophecy.
Yeah, and I like that it's all kind of very it's
the
very
score
nicely baked
is so
in.
nice for them as well, like their theme, I guess.
I think the music in this, I was watching it last night and was like, this sounds great.
Yeah.
Like, this sounds really, really good. That kind of like choral.
Completely butchered.
I was going to say we both didn't do that justice, but you've got a sinus infection to.
And everything is in my nose. So.
No, I mean yours sounded better.
No, did it?
But also something I really, really loved. Going back to that, just as we were on music, in the scene we were talking about earlier with that first confrontation with the Doctor and Donna, and you get that little hint of all the strange creatures in the. But it's like a different.
What is that one?
A different version. So
I don't know the names, do I?
So it's the trailer music. So it's as he sort of runs off, and she's like, "Well, I might just have something to say about that."
Oh, I bet you will.
You get dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it then goes higher into the, but it feels like what it's being played on isn't the original. It feels like a different instrumentation of it.
Yeah.
Sort of a bit more fitting for that period and that that setting.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh,
Murray Gold.
Oh, Murray Gold, you're a star. Yeah, the music's great as it always is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doctor in the temple. Just as girls.
You love that one.
I do.
You play it often.
Yeah, it's alright. Just as girls.
When I was watching series 4 these past day, I realised how crack on your David Tennant impression is. Like crack, yeah. Like, because I listen to it often, obviously, but now I've been like watching, like just binge watching series 4. I'm just like, oh, God's sake, no, yeah, it's really good.
Well, yeah. So you get the all that lovely bit with him sort of walking in and talking about the Sybil and releasing Donna. I love that little bit that they have where he's like, oh, I like the dress. Or, I like the toga.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, and the ropes? Not so much.
Yeah.
And just, like, I love that immediately, like, she's literally got a knife hanging above her.
But she feels safe again on
But she's all right, and they can have that banter.
Yeah.
Also, incredible Donna line. Listen, sister. You might have eyes at the back of your hands, but you'll have eyes at the back of your head by the time I'm finished here. Let me go.
She's so incredible. Scrappy. I love her.
Just such a great line. And all of that stuff. Him getting his water pistol out.
Yeah.
Like, it's I think the design of the High Priestess in as the sort of full transformation.
David Tennant, yeah.
David Tennant, yes. Post regeneration.
I don't know if that was supposed to be him regenerating, what he regenerated into. I'm not 100% sure.
I dread to think. I don't know if the design. You know what it is? Her tongue looks very pink, and like sort of bulbous.
Yeah, but that's what. If you were to get burnt.
Yeah, that it would swell.
That's exactly what like a burnt tongue looks like.
Yeah, but I think it's because there's so little colour in everything else because she's just grey and...
Yeah, she's a rock.
No, I know, that's what I mean, but I feel like, I don't know, that always...
Yeah, but it feels like her skin has literally burnt and like gone crispy into rock. So like, if your organs were to burn...
No, I completely understand how it gets there. I think for me, I don't know.
Well,
I can't decide if
you're
it
not a
takes me...
costume designer, are you? So...
Well, no, and I don't think I'd need to be to design prosthetics. But no, it obviously looks great, but there's something. Yeah.
You watch Tip try and nitpick this episode.
Listen, I'm trying, man.
No,
no. David Tennant fights her off with a water pistol.
I love it.
Just great.
It's perfect, isn't it?
And then I feel like them climbing, as soon as they climb down that grill and into the volcano.
Yeah.
That's where we go. Okay, we're in the heart of this story now.
Yeah.
And it's that dilemma, of them inside the escape pod.
Yeah.
Which at the time they don't realise
it's an escape pod. So Donna just thinks she's gonna die. Yeah.
Adds another really lovely moment to it.
Yeah. Donna's crying when they're in that rock and it's so hot and they're sweating.
Yeah.
And all of that, all the suspense. It's
you
just
can feel it,
yeah,
can't you?
Absolutely. It's visceral.
And it really does just feel like it's just those two.
Yeah.
Like the way Tennant plays it is this burden and this the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yeah.
That he's been trying to avoid, basically. That he's been trying to not have on his conscience and not be a part of.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden Donna gets
He's there
it.
with him, yeah.
And it's the whole it's Pompeii or the world.
Yeah.
And he has this thing of resting his hand. Again, it's another story that parallels the Time War and him having his hand on the button.
Yeah.
And can he do it? And he's got the choice, and Parting of the Ways, In Day of the Doctor, Beast Below. The choice is in my hands now.
Yeah.
And either one is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's such a lovely moment when Donna puts her hand on his.
Yeah.
And they just have that look. They
that
share
moment
that
together.
exchange.
Yeah.
And it's we're doing it. We're
got to do
committing. And
this.
it's right. We've also skipped over the first scene where she kind of understands, where he has the whole, that's the burden of a Time Lord.
When's that?
And I think just before they've gone in, when she's saying how he's no, this has to happen. It's fixed.
Yeah.
And she's like, but what? How do you know that? Why is it? And he's like, this is how I see the world, and that's the burden of the Time Lords, Donna.
Yeah.
But it's how what do you think about fixed points and time being in flux and changing things and all of that? Because I know I feel like this era is very sort of set on these are the rules of how time works in
but I
universe.
like rules. I hate it when we start getting loosey-goosey with the rules, because then nothing else matters.
Because obviously then we get into Moffat and we have this has to happen because this has happened, and but then also we get the whole time can be rewritten, and
I believe that time can be rewritten, but when you've got a fixed point in time, the big landmarks that have had, because Doctor Who is in our universe essentially, but in its own universe, so it's as close to our reality as it can get.
Yeah.
So if you're mirroring our reality but just sprinkling in sci-fi, then the major fixed points that we have, i.e. the fires of Pompeii, that is a natural thing that has happened and can't be rewritten because you're trying to parallel our reality, that is a fixed point and you can't piss about with it.
Yeah, from like a meta perspective, you can't go, oh, Vesuvius didn't erupt.
Yeah, because then that doesn't make sense.
But
however, if there are in-universe character things, then you can be a bit looser with it. For example, I like that, which sounds horrible, but I like it from a timey-wimey perspective of Rose had to be there to save Pete to then kill him for that loop to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that wouldn't have happened if she didn't go with the Doctor.
Yeah, it's the
So
sort
I
of
like
poetic tragedy
yeah.
of it.
So like I like moments like that where you can play with it.
How do you feel about the fact that, so obviously Waters of Mars, it's the whole thing is the fact that that incident is a fixed point.
Yeah, but does it happen is that a real thing?
No, it's obviously
it's fake, isn't it? So
yeah,
like that's
well, it's like 2050 or something.
Yeah, so that's like.
But I mean, in terms of like in universe in the show, not like the metatextual stuff of it. As far as the Doctor's concerned, that base blown up on Mars and Vesuvius are the same.
Yeah, but I guess because it's not, I forgive it more because it adds layers and further his story along.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying that he.
I don't think I'm understanding your question.
I'm interested.
If it's a fixed point in our time, then I don't forgive if they were to damage it. But if it's something real that actually happened, yeah. But if it's something to progress his narrative and it's a fixed point in that universe, then it's okay. If it's a future thing, but if it's a past thing, then no, I guess.
But what I'm saying is, obviously, that's from like an outside, like a real world perspective on it, like a kind of metatextual, like writer's point of view on it, right? Or audience point of view. I'm saying like in universe, the Doctor sees these things as equal, right?
Yeah.
In terms of their significance.
Yeah, but there's a consequence.
There is, but the consequence isn't to time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we didn't see the outcome of that. So that could have been extremely big in that moment. But we just don't know it.
It's interesting. Because I think there's an interesting theory that like fixed points don't actually exist.
And this is where I fall hard on then. Yeah, but they do exist. Because they happen.
I believe, like, for the purpose of this story, I believe that fixed points exist for this story. But also, I do think it's interesting, just as a thought. It
takes you out of it, though, doesn't it? If they were to change it and it didn't erupt and whatever, then I would view Doctor Who in a different lens.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to do that. It literally has to happen. But in universe, I don't know. I just think it's interesting that it's not until the Russell era that we hear about like fixed points.
Yeah.
And obviously you get stuff about not being able to change time as early as like the Aztecs and William Hartnell you can't rewrite history.
Yeah.
But I think specifically just this idea of a fixed point, because when we get around to Moffat, supposedly the Doctor dying on that beach in Utah is a fixed point.
Yes, but you know how I feel about that whole thing.
But again, even though he turns up, but even though he doesn't die, the universe doesn't collapse. I know it kind of does in Wedding in a River Song, but like he still goes on. He doesn't actually die on that beach.
No.
So.
Yeah, but all
like,
of that
is it a fixed point? Are there such things?
Yeah, but again, that's not what I envisage of as fixed point, because it's character driven and not based in our reality and how we perceive our reality.
Yeah, but in universe they're one and the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like in the Doctor Who universe, it doesn't matter if it happened in real life or not to be a fixed point.
Yeah, but in my eyes, Like, I have a different perspective on, like, a fixed point and then a fixed point.
Okay. I don't know. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
I can see why you'd be interested.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, and we get Vesuvius erupting.
Erupting.
And that lovely shot of David and Catherine running down the side of the mountain, and he's holding her hand, and he's got the water pistol in his other hand. So we get back, them
Donna's begging him.
them running through the house as the whole family are just cowering in the corner, and him just sort of walking through, and yeah, it's quite scary. And I think from I think as a kid when you're watching it, I could understand why he's doing it, but it's like this isn't
the Doctor.
It's not him. Yeah. It feels like it's not his character.
Yeah.
He's not the hero. He's not saving people's lives. He's actively walking away from
Donna,
people that need help.
And this is one of the brilliant moments where we are the companion, because Donna's thinking and feeling the exact same things as what we are, even though we've seen it before and she's seen it ever so slightly before. She's now deep in the moment, and she doesn't recognise him either.
It's such a great bit of acting from both of them.
It is really outstanding, and that's
I think this is the one that if people were, because obviously when Catherine Tate came back, there was a little bit of like, oh, she was that like comic relief one from that Christmas. And Partners in Crime is very much a sort of similar kind of tone, I think. You get some quieter moments, as you do in Runaway Bride, really.
Mm-hmm.
But this episode, I think, is the first one where you go, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Catherine Tate can act.
Oh, yeah.
Can act. Like, she is just incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I
cry with Donna so much. Like, so when she gets upset and she pours her heart out on screen.
Like, she is a mess.
Yeah.
Like, she's crumbled.
Yeah.
Just desperately
begging him to save just someone.
And there's this thing that Catherine does when she's crying. Her words sort of come out in like little bursts.
Yeah.
And it's like, please. And it's
because she trembles.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something that feels so like authentic to it, and him snapping at her, like the whole like, don't you think I've done enough?
Yeah. Oh,
and then,
I love his delivery on that. Don't you think I've done enough?
Yeah, and her sort of pushing and being like, no, you need to, like, your planet, like your people, like they like. And him sort of snapping, and you go, that's kind of what this is about.
Yeah.
And it's never explicitly said,
Heavily implied.
But it's, and obviously he talks about the Time Lords earlier on.
Yeah.
He's obviously had all of this Time War angst over the last 4 series.
Yeah.
Yeah, her sort of going, but this happened to your people. And he's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, thank you. You get it now.
It did. And I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything about this.
So
stop.
What do you want from
me? Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And you almost feel like, you're torn, I think, through the whole of this episode, really. Because you're like, I completely understand why Donna is so cut up about this, and you're on her side, but also having known the Doctor and knowing the kind of pressures that he faces and all of that, and you feel for him. And I think especially in that moment where it's all of the facade just disappears, and he goes, yeah, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm doing this. And I've already become implicated in this. My
hands are in here
I've got
now.
blood on my hands
Yeah.
because we were here.
Yeah.
I have killed all of these people, and it's what has to happen.
Yeah, while simultaneously saving everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I've saved the world, but what a victory!
Yeah.
You know, what a victory! I've killed all of these people.
Yeah.
And I think there's almost a little bit of resentment in there for Donna in that moment, because ultimately, as he says, he is right. This does have to happen.
Yeah.
And whether they had left in the TARDIS when he said, obviously they have to go and get it back from Caecilius and whatever.
Yeah.
But if they'd gone or stayed, Vesuvius still erupts. All those people still die. The only difference is they were the ones to push the button.
Yeah.
And obviously there's an argument of, well, if they hadn't been there, then the Pyrovals would have just destroyed the planet. And
yeah. Yeah, but then that's where
But, you know, yeah, it's scary. But those two are really,
powerhouse.
Really good. Yeah, and just him repeating "I can't" to himself.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I can't.
I can't.
And it's such an iconic scene. Her just not the whole town, just someone, just save someone. And that look.
That he looks up from the console.
Yeah. When he sort of looks up through his brow.
Yeah.
Just steely faced, and you almost go, is he...
Where are we going here?
Yeah, like,
this can go one way or another.
Like, is he gonna kill her? Like, is he?
I never thought that.
No, but like the look he gives her,
He does give her a death look.
It is stony.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. And then we get that amazing, and I know it doesn't do anything for the fact that people are like, oh well, they made the David Tennant Doctor feel like Jesus, and like they like deified him, and
yeah, but they do that literally from like series 2. That's like a whole point of where his like god complex journey.
Yeah, but people don't like that as like.
Yeah, but that's the
as
thing.
Being characterized, the Doctor being characterized like that. That's.
Yeah, but that's like one of the main themes of his whole entire arc.
And that he's set up throughout to kind of be godlike.
Yeah. Until he's then like, yeah, I am the god of time. What are you going to do about it? And then the consequences happen. He's like, oh, god damn, I've gone too far.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I really like it. And also, it's a gorgeous shot.
It is, yeah.
Like, a gorgeous shot. And it's like a real like goosebumps moment of Capaldi reaching out and that joining. It feels... Yeah, it feels symbolic.
Momentous, doesn't it? Yeah.
And
he becomes a god to them.
Yeah, which I think is really, like you say, the inspiration that like the influence that he's had. I don't usually like when the Doctor becomes a massive part of, unless it's kind of part of the story.
But you love Love and Monsters.
But when it's part of the story, it's like, oh, it was a fleeting thing for him, and like
the episode in 11 with the girl, and he pretends to know her name as she dies, but he can't remember her at all.
Yeah, and Good Man Goes to War, Lorna Bucket.
There you go.
Yeah, but even with Amy and like,
you don't like any of that.
No, I'm saying like
you just said you don't like when the Doctor has a big influence.
No, I don't necessarily like it when it's not part of the story.
Oh right, I was gonna say you understand that's the whole of series 5, 6, and half of 7, right?
That's exactly what I mean. But it's looked at as like, look, there's kind of not dangers, but like, you know, the fact that he doesn't think about it, and it becomes a massive thing for certain people. But I don't know. I do, like you say, I do find it really sweet that Quintus is training to become a doctor.
Yeah.
Evelina's sort of relaxed a little bit, and she's going out with her mates, and you know, that you're not going out dressed
Just
in
like
that.
yeah.
That's what all the girls have done away. Yeah, and it is a really nice visual just at the end of like the thank you household gods.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then it
it's
pans
just
round
them
and it's those
two.
two.
I
And
like
the big
what it,
TARDIS.
but I like what it represents more so for Donna.
Yeah.
I do really like all the Dr. Donna stuff. Just like purely for I like it anyway, but just for like Donna's character.
Yeah.
Because I love Donna, and she doesn't think highly of herself, and she thinks all negative things. And then the bittersweetness of like when he's saying like there are planets out there singing songs of Donna Noble, and then you got the thought of Donna and the household gods, and then the Donna with the ood, and it's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just nice. I like it.
It's really sweet.
It's nice.
But I really like this episode. I really, really like it.
Would you like to hear what other people liked about it?
You know what? I would love to hear what other people liked about it. Do you have some such opinions?
Oh my god,
you?
I actually might have some right in my hands.
Oh my god, what are the chances?
I did a poll. Because we all know I love a good poll.
You love a bloody poll, mate. You love a little poll and you love a little tweet.
I do. 52% of people said it's great. 38% of people said it's good. 9% of people said it's alright. And 1% said it's bad.
And you had 91 votes, so that's like one person.
One person.
Wow.
So.
If I was a Pompeii hater.
I know. Who are you?
Who are you, yeah. Interesting.
We might find out in the comments.
Yeah.
We have a comment that says, the novelisation was also really good if you haven't read that. So everyone out there, if you haven't read the novelisation of The Fires of Pompeii, apparently it's really good.
See, I was interested to pick up the novelisation.
Yeah.
And saw a couple of reviews that said it's just kind of, it doesn't add anything new. Yeah, if anybody else has read the novelisation, give me some thoughts, because I was playing with the idea of reading that and the Waters of Mars one. Those were the two that came out, and I was like, I think
I might have a gander at that.
Yeah, those were the two. And the Daleks one, which I already know is good because it's Rob Shearman that wrote it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me know on the like new series target novelizations which ones you recommend. Should we have a look at some more comments? Mm-hmm. Brendan has put a very
modern art,
very lovely gif of Capaldi saying modern art.
Oh yeah. Jean says, plot-wise it's nothing too special, but where it makes up for it is through the themes and character work, great set dressing and exploration of fixed points. We had a conversation about that. It's also an episode that comes at the right time and lets Catherine Tate really showcase her acting chops. Mm-hmm. Also PCAP.
Fair. Yeah.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Jax says, I like its ambition and some of the character performances are up there with the hardest hitting of the entire season. It's a story I always enjoy upon rewatch and modern great for me.
There you go. Visually lovely, great acting, absolutely stellar makeup, perhaps a bit overly dramatic at times, but that's New Who for you. Also has some of the best costuming for Ten and Donna. They're both dressed to kill here.
Fair.
David Tennant's hair and sideburns, what can I say? Another one, I really enjoyed it. I love that the Doctor had to become the cause of history to save the world, and how it's later used as a reference in the War of Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And our last comment, in most of the seasons it would be a standout. Great story that gets a little lost among how brilliant most of Series 4 is. Which I can agree, we discussed that really earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, I still think it's fairly up there for Series 4 episodes for me.
Like I said, it's just a little bit of a skippier one for me.
Yeah, I'd have this over...
You're about to offend me, I know you're about to offend me.
I'm trying to think which ones I wouldn't have it over. The Library 2-parter?
What?
The Library 2-parter is better than this.
Well, oh wait, you think the Library 2-part is better than Fires?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant this was better than Library 2-parter.
No. Those episodes onwards, I feel like are all, bar maybe Journey's End. I think are all better than this.
Journey's End slander.
No, Journey's End's all right. I like Journey's End.
Fires of Pompeii isn't better than Journey's End. Okay, well that's a pop then, isn't it?
I mean, I definitely prefer it to Planet of the Ood.
No. No.
Definitely prefer it to Doctor's Daughter. Prefer it to Partners in Crime. Prefer it to the Sontaran and Two-Parter.
What? Really?
I do like Unicorn and the Wasp because it's fun.
It is really fun.
But maybe that as well. I'm not sure. I really like this one. I think it's a really good story.
Well, I've just polled it because I need to know what everyone else thinks. So I definitely put Journey's End before it.
Interesting. Well, I'll tell you something. You know what it's time for now?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, everybody. It's our famous segment that we do every week.
Yes.
Pyra Trivia. So we're talking trivia, baby.
Oh, yeah.
So Caecilius proclaiming the TARDIS as modern art is a reference to City of Death when John Cleese, when they're in the gallery, which is one of James Moran's favourite scripts.
I love that.
That's cute, isn't it?
I like that.
Russell T Davies had considered writing a script about Pompeii for episode 11 of series 1, but when it became clear this slot would need to be a lower budget episode, it was replaced with Boomtown.
I love Boomtown.
I'm
glad we weren't stolen Boomtown.
Yeah, it feels like it needs to.
It needed to happen.
Yeah. So James Moran had difficulty writing this episode, and apparently had to rewrite the Doctor's opening line over 20 times.
Why?
No idea. He also began working on the script with companion Penny Carter in mind, who was before Catherine Tate said that she was coming back. Russell had written a new companion called Penny.
Not Petrol.
Not Petrol, no. And she was a journalist and all of that.
Sarah Jane.
But then she becomes, in Partners in Crime, there's a journalist called Penny Carter.
Oh.
Yeah. So it wouldn't have she wouldn't have been characterised like her.
No, of course not. I like that.
I'm reporting you for
madness. I think I'll be conducting this interview, Penny. I love how she says that.
That was a really good impression.
Vocal stem.
That was really good. Yeah, so he began working on it with this companion Penny in mind.
Yeah.
Which he found to be a challenge, but found it much easier to write the Doctor-companion conflict once Penny was replaced with Donna.
Yeah.
This episode replaced a World War II story by Mark Gatiss titled...
Good. Sorry. I was very enthusiastic.
That was... Yeah. What? Are you okay?
Yep. Continue.
This episode replaced a World War II story by Mark Gatiss. I was just waiting in case there was any more heckling from the crowd. Titled The Suicide Exhibition.
Could you imagine Partners in Crime, The Suicide Exhibition?
For a time, Russell considered scrapping Fires entirely and returning to Gatiss' story when progress on the script was slow. So because James Moran was struggling so much with writing it, it was like, we might have to just scrap it and do the Mark script. The Caecilius family scrambling to steady all the valuables in the villa during an earthquake is a reference to a very similar moment in Mary Poppins. Even down to him shouting positions. At one stage, Russell was simultaneously rewriting the script while he was also meant to be at an advanced stage of developing Partners in Crime. In reality, he was making little progress with either one. This was highly problematic because the two episodes were intended to form the year's third production block and had to be ready around the same time, with James Strong scheduled to direct both episodes. Finally, it was decided to separate them into their own recording blocks, with Colin Teague coming on board to direct this episode. So he actually had time to write it.
Right, yeah.
Also, I feel like there are certain episodes, because obviously Russell did rewrites on all of the scripts during his era.
Yeah.
I feel like this and The Impossible Planet and Satan Pit are two that really stand out as like they've not got Russell's name on the writing credit, but I can feel Russell T Davies in this.
Russell regrets not having his name on the Impossible Planet Satan Pit.
Yeah.
Because didn't he say in an interview, I wrote that.
Yeah.
You practically...
You can kind of feel it. But I think you get a lot of that with this one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to say that James Moran is like a bad writer or anything like that. But yeah, you can definitely feel Russell's fingerprints on this one.
Right, yeah.
The Pyroviles were originally called, get ready for this, the Pyrovillatraxians.
Oh, that kind of slaps.
No, sorry, I pronounced it wrong. The Pyrovillaxtrians.
Oh, I prefer your first pronunciation.
So do I, but I can't remember what I said.
No, neither can I.
Then they were called the Pyrovillaxians. Then Pyrovellians, before landing on Pyroviles.
I prefer the first one you messed up.
The one that I made up.
Yeah. And the Pyroviles.
The Doctor tells Donna that fire had nothing to do with him, which is a reference to the Romans, where the first Doctor inspires Nero to begin the Great Fire of Rome. This was originally intended to be episode 3 of series 4.
Okay.
But Russell opted to switch it with Planet of the Ood because he thought the latter story was dark to the point of grim and worked much better as an episode 3.
I agree, because I think it's a nice thing to have the devastation of fires on Pompeii and then have Planet of the Ood for her moment where she looks at the Doctor and she was like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Because after living through the fires of Pompeii and then Planet of the Ood, which is bleak, I'd want to go home too.
But I think it's interesting that he was like, oh, this is a bit dark, this is quite bleak. Let's do the one where the Doctor kills everyone.
No, I know, but I think comedically there's a lot more relief.
Oh, 100%. But like,
you couldn't have Unicorn and the Wasp here.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
And that's the only other one really that you could put there.
Yeah, you can't really get much else in.
You can't switch out any other.
When the Doctor breaks off Lucius's arm, he was originally meant to throw it to the ground to break apart. But David Tennant asked for this to be removed as he felt it was too aggressive for the character.
Nice.
Much of the episode was filmed on the sets of BBC historical drama Rome in Cincinnati? No, not Cincinnati. Cinecittà Studios in Rome, making it the first episode shot outside of the UK since The Two Doctors in 1984.
No.
A fire broke out at the studios prior to filming as a result of an electrical short and caused the deaths of 4 people.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What, production?
Before the Doctor Who team had got there. So just on the set. Just
on the set, yeah.
Yeah, which is awful.
Oh my god.
Francesca Fowler, who plays Evelina, was suffering from food poisoning during the production of this episode.
Ah, that's why she looks like that.
Which has been said to have helped with her ill appearance, yeah.
Because she looks like she's about to be sick when she's just breathing on her first shot.
Yeah,
she looks
it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Fair play, girl.
Yeah, no, method acting. Let's
go. So the names Caecilius, Metella, and Quintus are all taken directly from Book 1 of the Cambridge Latin course, which Russell studied, and he just took them straight from textbooks.
He was just like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I love those.
The Petrus Dextrus in Lucius's name roughly translates to stone right.
Nice. I love it when Russell does things like that.
Yeah.
I like.
And lastly, there are not 1 but 2 expanded universe stories featuring the 7th Doctor, also set around the eruption of Vesuvius.
All right.
So there's a Big Finish audio called The Fires of Vulcan, which is with Mel.
Yeah.
And a Past Doctor's Adventures novel called The Algebra of Ice with Ace.
Huh.
The novelisation of The Mind Robber also implies that the 2nd Doctor, Jamie and Zoe, were also present for the eruption.
They're all there.
They're all there. Bloody all there.
Jeez.
So there you go. That was Pyro Trivia. Thank you for
joining
us once again. See you
Love
next
that.
week for Pyro Trivia.
That happens every week.
It happens every week, and that's what it's called every week. Don't
Yeah, every
question
week.
it. Don't know what you're talking about. It's called
Wednesday,
that every
7
week.
o'clock. Pyrovilla. No, Pyro Trivia. That's it, because we do every week.
Pyroviliaxi Trivilians.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my new name for them.
Yeah, that one's not as good as your first
Oh,
one.
okay. All right. Well, in which case, I believe that probably gets us to the end, just before you actually expire.
I don't feel very well.
No, I know, I can see. Well, I'd say everyone wish Kat better, but by the time you hear this,
I hope I am better.
she will be better or dead. So
Whichever one.
yeah, she'll be one of the two, I imagine.
I hope my antibiotics just kind of stop it, but
yeah,
that'd be nice.
we'll see.
Please don't wish death upon me.
No. I'm just saying, realistically, you'll be better or dead. So, where can they find you before your untimely passing?
My gravestone, which we'll read at simplykatie_XO.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of platform would you be putting that?
Dying from Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter, yeah, that's and the bloody truth.
I'll be tweeting from the dead from now on.
Yeah.
Where can they find you, Tip?
I'll tell you where they can find me. Thank you very much for asking.
Mm-hmm.
They can find me also on Twitter at Sudden Biscuit, and
Yeah.
you're not going to believe this,
What?
on the Sudden Biscuit YouTube channel, which, get this,
They
which
may be listening.
you may very well be listening to this here podcast on as we speak. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it was touch and go.
Yeah. I apologise for my co-host's complete lack of energy and zest for this episode.
There was a lot of yes.
There were a lot of yes.
And then incoherent.
Oh, the irony. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with...
Oh, God. I find out along with you guys, by the way.
It's not true. I do tell Kat, she just forgets. So I'm not putting this on you in the moment, although I may as well be because I know you're never going to remember. Next week we will be talking about a certain story.
What one?
That has its anniversary coming up.
August.
If I tell you it will be its 50th anniversary.
No, I was like the 50th anniversary. What date are we on? Wait, so it must be classic.
Yeah. This came out in August 1975.
No. Is it Sontaran?
It is not. We are talking about Terror of the Zygons.
I mean, yay!
I don't understand your beef with this, but I'm sure we'll get into it.
I have beef with Zygons.
Interesting. I didn't know this.
I have a beef with Zygons.
Well, I can't wait to unpick that absolute lunacy next week. Yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of sizzle for you. Tune in next week to understand get the lowdown on the big beef with Little Cat and the big suckery squid men.
Yeah, I hate it.
Oh, is that the beef?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it's deeper than that.
It's deeper than I don't like their suckers.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Because David Tennant makes out with one.
My beefs, Zygons, Georgia
Tennant.
All right then. Let's sign off, and you can go and have lemsip and lie down.
Thank you.
In a dark
room with flannel up my nose.
Yeah, flannel up your nose, Mr. Move by side.
Yeah.
Head full of nothing but that one photo of David Tennant on set in Italy.
That sounds like pure paradise if I wasn't dosed up on antibiotics and had a sinus infection.
Right. See you next week then.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for getting us through that.